Seunghee Lee on Radio 3 with the pianistic talents of Evan Solomon. That's from her latest record called Hidden Treasures. What did we just hear?
That's the Je Veux, Vivre by Charles Gounod.
Beautiful stuff indeed. Go and get some Gounod. It's good for you. 13 minutes to 12. So let's bring in the golf element here.
Sure.
Your agent, our friend Cheryl, she said, oh, by the way, she's got a handicap in single digits. I'm like, yeah, okay, now can we talk about something else? What has golf done to you as a musician? Because I know when you're speaking in public, you like to combine the two.
Golf, actually, I took some time off from music. And when I took up golf, it was really relearning, it's kind of like relearning an instrument. And you have to start out with scales, you have to start out with just being in the driving range, just ball after ball, striking, and have to take lessons. You can't do it by yourself. So I got a lesson. And, you know, just like when I got into the mental game of golf, it became so much like music, performing on stage.
All right. Well, one downside to that could be overthinking.
Yes.
Paralysis by analysis.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah? So how do you stop that?
How do I stop that? You can't stop it. You just deal with it. So when I'm, you know, when I'm in a competition, in a championship, let's say, at my golf club, paralysis coming from overthinking. And if I just hit the ball, it goes in. But if I stand there over a putter, over a ball, and overthink, it doesn't happen. Just like music. And when we think about it too much, we kind of get into too technical stuff. Whereas when you're just out there performing, it just flows, and you're in the zone, and you just play.
Very different, isn't it? I wonder somewhere in our evolution how the cheeky gene got involved. The brain loves to make fun of us. The brain loves, go on, do it wrong, do it wrong. I wonder where that comes from.
I don't know where that comes from, but it's constantly there. That the voice inside, the doubting voice, or that, you know, the two voices having a war, battlefield of the mind inside.
Meanwhile, you've got a job to do and you can't do it.
Meanwhile, I'm supposed to be performing this Mozart Clarinet Concerto or performing at golf at a championship. And it's really just dealing with that, just listening to the voice and hearing what the voice is telling me. If it doesn't serve me, then I'm like, okay, be quiet.
The idea of sport, or the philosophy of sport, intervening in some other thing in life is not a new idea. It's been tried and tested, but it does seem to work. Of course, the Inner Game of Golf was the seminal, Inner Game of Tennis was the seminal book. But I guess you've taken it on from there with your own ideas.
It's very similar to Inner Game of Tennis, Inner Game of Golf. It's as long as we're dealing with what we have to do, what's on the line. Yeah. That voice is always going to come, doubting, am I going to really do it? You know, what is this going to mean if I do it? If I don't do it? All the interpretations that come with what you cannot achieve. So as long as I'm aware of what's going on right now in my head, I think that just clears the space. And okay, I'm not committed to that. I'm going to be performing now. I'm going to have fun.
When you go onto a stage,